Buddy. Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Francisco Ortega. You're joining us on the third episode of the Anointed Men's podcast. Here we have a special guest today. His name is Reese from Creative Comedy. How you doing, sir?
What's up, bro?
Nice to have you on here.
Man, thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, no problem. All right, Reese. So tell us a little bit about what it is that you do.
So I'm a content creator, social media influencer, like all those things. But I'm not like the typical content creator. Like you'll meet some people who they act and stuff, but they don't know anything about editing or filming.
Okay.
They have somebody do that. I'm a one-stop shop. Any content you've ever seen from me, I shot it, I edited it, and I put it out. So that's what kind of sets me apart from the typical.
People, yeah.
Because there's a lot of them that they don't even know what a camera is.
For sure.
If it's not on the iPhone or something, that's the most that they can do.
Okay.
Whatever. So that's just me just trying to, and then I do videography on the side because I've learned so many skills. So now if someone doesn't want me to do a video for them, I'll say like, hey, I could film your stuff for you.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? And put that out. So, because I got 3 kids and a wife, man.
Okay.
So I'm trying to hustle however I can.
Yeah, for sure. When did you actually start with the whole content creation?
Well, I guess a little bit extra about me. I was a senior accountant for like 12 years.
Okay.
So I went to school. I went to PV for accounting. So I did the typical thing, you go to college, get out of college, get a job. Then once you get a good job, like work your way up in the, the corporate ladder, find a wife, get married, have kids. So I did the typical thing. So I did everything that you're supposed to do or whatever. And then I was doing videos. I always kind of did videos, but I just did it like on the side. Like even when I was in college, I did little stuff.
Okay.
But, I didn't think there was like, I didn't know what the impact of it was.
For sure.
When you saw somebody do a video or YouTube, you just like, you didn't think of that as like a real job
for sure.
or whatever.
Yeah,
and then I started doing it, and I think I had a video go viral of me in my gym, in my garage. And then I was like, yo, and I did another one, and it did some numbers. Yeah. It did good numbers for where I was at or whatever. Okay. Like 35K out of nowhere is like, whoa, like look at all these people looking at this or whatever. But did that, and I kept on working, and I got monetized on like, I think Facebook.
Nice.
And I started, or people, how people hit you up to like post their video on your page or something. They started doing that, and I was like, yo, this dude gonna pay me $100 to post his video on my page. It wasn't $100 at first; it was like $50 or $20. Yeah. But I just kind of saw that I could make some money from it, so I started taking it more seriously. I was still working. I had 3 kids and a wife, so it wasn't. It's some creators, they don't have no responsibilities, they just be out doing whatever. I didn't have that
luxury.
Yeah, I grew up without my pops, so I wouldn't feel let my kids like suffer for my dream or whatever. But man, I started doing that, and then like 2000, I started really doing videos like 2019, and then I quit my job or resigned in April 2023.
Okay.
So I've been full time for like the last over 2 years.
Okay, so you're doing it full time now?
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. I
saved up as much money as I could so I could, still take care of the mortgage, all that stuff. But I'm getting to the point where I might have to go back, man, because them kids, man, they eat up, and I don't want them to suffer.
For sure.
And be like, nah, babe, we can't buy this. The kids can't go to camp. They can't do this because.
Yeah, it's like you want to provide the best quality living, for them. So that's understandable. You know? But because I think the first few skits that I saw you doing was a couple years ago, and I followed you on my personal page, and I was like, man, who's this guy or whatever, and I added you, and I was like, hey, it's pretty good content. We all need to laugh every.
What platform?
So Instagram.
I try.
Did you start off on Instagram or
no? I would say. So I'm older. I'm like an older content creator, just age wise, not like in the game wise, because I've only been doing this since like 2018, 2019. Yeah. So, I think I want to say, because I was around for Vine.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm still, but mind you, when all these platforms are out, I'm working. Yeah. Like, I'm not really putting out a YouTube video. I'm not doing any of those things. I just have the platforms to watch the stuff. And then, of course, you want to, like how TikTok is, everybody makes TikToks.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't even have to be influencers or content creators. So I was just doing stuff like that, man, and just like I was doing little stuff on Vine, and then Vine went away, And then I always had an Instagram because I think when I was in college, I graduated high school in 2005.
Okay.
That's right when like Facebook popped up.
Yeah.
So you had to be in college to be on Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
So I remember getting on Facebook and you could poke somebody.
Uh-huh.
So all we would do was poke girls.
Okay.
And see if they poke us back or see who had the most girls on their page. So like still not taking it seriously, not doing really any videos or whatever. And so I would say probably Facebook and Instagram is kind of where I started. I had every platform. So once I started doing content, I just started putting it everywhere. But Instagram was what really,
like set the tone for
everything. That's what took off for me.
Did you ever use Snapchat or any of that or no?
I had Snapchat, but I had it just because it was another platform. I never had it with the mindset of putting stuff on it.
Okay.
I didn't even, until like probably the beginning of this year, last year, I didn't know Snapchat is the #1 paying platform.
Really? I didn't know either.
It's so weird how you have to, how to get monetized on there. Like you kind of got to know somebody.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll, like those people that have those shows on there, it's normally like gold digger pranks and all that stuff. That's just not my style or whatever. But that's like the #1 paying platform. And it's so many platforms, bro. Yeah. It's hard to like, depending on your type of content, sometimes it doesn't go on every platform. Like Facebook doesn't like vulgar or stuff like that.
So you get
like
censored,
a Twitter.
Yeah. Okay.
Or even a Snapchat. So you'll get censored. Facebook, they don't play about music. Instagram, you can put all type of music in depending on if there's monetization. So it's almost like you kind of have to tailor your content. Like I'll shoot a video, man, and I have to edit it like 5 different times.
Wow.
So I'll edit a long version with bloopers for YouTube in that format, and then I'll make a real version. I'll cut it down as much as I can because people's attention span on TikTok and Instagram is way shorter. And then I'll also take little clips of it, put it on YouTube Shorts to promote the bigger video. Facebook, I'll post it as a post so you can get your in-stream ads. And then I'll backdoor and post the real version that I posted on Instagram as a Facebook reel. And so it's ads on reels. Yeah. So where I try to explain it to people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a difference between a video post on Facebook and a reel.
Yeah.
They think when they see a reel, that's a video. Technically it is, but it's not a post.
Correct.
So it's different ways of how you post it. And man, if you ever need some help on something, bro, hit me, man.
Yeah, more than likely.
I went through all the hard
I didn't
stuff.
even know like it goes so extensive like that, man. Yeah. So it's definitely would need the help with that. Prior to this podcast, we had a soccer league, and that we were getting good numbers. We got up to about like 2,500 followers, but as soon as soccer went away, like we lost about like 500, 600 followers because those people were mainly focused on soccer.
Maybe that's when you needed to pivot and like maybe do some of the, like there's content in everything. I've had performance reviews with my boss, and I was thinking of skits because she was getting on me about something, and I was like, wow, that could be a skit. Mind you, I've clocked out of hearing her give me the review of my job, and I'm thinking about the skit, and then I clocked back in. I was like, oh yeah, I'll be on time next time.
Okay,
whatever. So you could have been doing relatable soccer skits.
Okay.
Like what happens when, or the guy that's always late, or the guy who thinks he's Messi, or Ronaldinho, or that, you know what I'm saying? Those are the little things that's filler that keep the people like entertained. And then when you actually offer like I'm pretty sure y'all had like a league and it was like sign-ups and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then people like, oh, that's the funny guys that do that. Like I want to lock in and.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of sense. Yeah, that's good, man. I'm gonna ask you. I want to ask you about because this is a Christ-centric podcast, and so like, what are you a believer? Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I had this talk with my sister-in-law because she does. I'm not 100% sure what it's called, but I know that like the Sabbath is like on Saturday, so from I believe sundown to sundown, sundown basically, or whatever. So they don't buy anything.
They stay home.
You know what I'm saying? So. I grew up in the church, man. Praise dancing, playing Jesus in the Easter play, the like whole 9. So like I believe in God, but I've gotten to this point where how there's so many different things.
Yeah.
I live my life, and me and my sister-in-law, she's very devout in her belief now.
Okay.
So sometimes you can talk with somebody and they kind of not demean what you're saying, but kind of
Yeah, like condescending in a way.
Yeah, a little bit. So, but I'm more of I believe in God. I believe there's a higher power. I believe something created all this. I believe we know the right between good and bad.
Yeah.
And we know that. And so whenever I live my life, I live it based on that. I like, even if I go to church and there's some people like, well, I don't go to church because the pastor's driving this car.
Yeah, they start judging.
I'm like, man, forget all that. Like,
yeah.
In the back of my head, I'm like, well, why wouldn't Jesus' main man not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't even look at that. I just look at the message and I try to take something from it to apply to my life and just be a more positive. I always say a pillar, I say pillar of the black community because I'm black, but a pillar of the world. So even when I do content, like, that's why some stuff I don't do because I know to get views, but it's like I want my mom to be like,
yeah.
Now she'll be like, boy, you crazy. But I don't want her to be like, man, my son.
like I'm disappointed.
That's why I honestly don't feel like I'm built for like a Hollywood because of the stuff that goes on.
Yeah, because there's a lot of controversial subjects or things that you have to do.
I want to win with morals.
Yeah.
I don't want to. That's why it's some people I don't even work with because I don't know how to mix what they do with what I do.
Sure.
It'll be a girl, she's bad, but that's all she is in her skits. And it's like, well, over here, you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to talk.
Yeah.
You have to be a part of the skit. You can't just stand there and shake your booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be
substance.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, I mean, I believe in God, man. I believe in a higher power. And I believe we know the difference between good and bad. And a lot of people just are selfish nowadays.
Yeah.
And they would rather do something bad and then ask for forgiveness later if that's even how if they even care about asking later or whatever. So that's why, I mean, to my own detriment, man, that's why even when I made that post, bro, so many people reached out to me.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
And I was in that boat. It's people that I asked to be in their skits like back in the day. And I didn't just ask like, hey, put me in the skit. I had kind of built a little something and I was like, hey man, I got an idea to be perfect for you. I just want to be a part of it. And then, sometimes they kind of give you the run around. I even asked, I don't want to call him out. We cool now. But I asked to just be a tree in their skit. Okay. I was like, man, let me just be a tree, bro. Just so you can meet me, so you can see that like I have something to offer. But sometimes people don't, they just don't have the time for you or whatever. But I know how that feels. And I'd rather be the person that show
be on
love.
The other side of things, yeah.
Yeah, man. Because, man, you might go to the level next week, bro. And you'll be like, hey, Reese, man, we in the suite at such man, come up. And it's like you introduced me to the person that changes my life.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
you never know who.
You never know.
So that's why I treat everybody with respect, man.
Yeah.
And nobody has a little nothing. We all got big. This is a big podcast I'm on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, that's good, man. I appreciate it, because like when I saw that, I was like, what? Like nobody does this kind of stuff. So like I really do truly appreciate it. So yeah, man. Thank you.
Nah, no problem, man.
And so what are some like renowned names that, people, would maybe know like that you work with, people that you've worked with?
I mean, if you're in Houston, man, I work with Jeff Shelley. I pretty much work with all the comedians in Houston. Most of the Houston base, because you got some people didn't even know I lived in Houston. They think I was either from Atlanta or when I was doing the Crip Fit workouts, they thought I was from California. Because my content, I try not to make it just, oh, that's the Houston guy.
Yeah.
I'd rather them be like, half the time they'd be like, I'm crispy, man. Or, they'll pick whatever their favorite thing is that I do and that be that. But I mean, a lot of the Houston-based people, man, I've, met a lot of the rappers that I grew up listening to.
Okay.
So like Paul Wall, he's like, man, Paul Wall's one of the best people you could ever meet, bro.
Okay.
He's, no matter where you see him at, he has the same energy.
Yeah.
And he's genuine.
I think I remember seeing him one time at the Target over there in the Heights, and he seemed very just down to earth. Like, I didn't talk to him, but so a few people went up to him, and he was real humble about it and took pictures. You know how some people man,
not
my
all
personal time.
See, not all of them is great.
Okay.
Some of them, I done met some idols, and I was like, like, wow, this is what, like, I mean, to the point where I was intertwined with them. They were involving me in stuff, and then they just, you kind of realize I've always known that they're people too.
Yeah.
So I don't care about the name that they have. I care about like the real person.
Yeah, for sure.
Or whatever. And I've met the real people, and some of the real people ain't solid, bro. And so once I, because I thought when you were doing like content creator, like you're building your platform, you go viral, the people with the blue checks comment on your posts, and then you screenshot it. Oh man, Snoop Dogg just shared my video, blah blah blah. Shout out to Snoop, he showed love before. And then sometimes these people invite you to do stuff, man, and then you kind of see how they operate, and it's like, sometimes they use you because then they're still trying to stay relevant themselves. Sure. So it's not until you get into it that you start seeing people differently, and then you start seeing content creators differently. So that's why I made that post, because I was feeling some type of way about putting certain people on or helping them do stuff. Yeah. You saw how I just gave you the breakdown with the soccer league, right? Yeah. It's not a lot of people who would do that.
Yeah, would take the time to do that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I just did that today, with my homeboy, you can't draw Johnny. And then like anytime I meet somebody who's genuine, I always try to, if I see there's a way for me to help them, I help. I'm not asking for nothing. Y'all guys that league could turn into the Premier League in Houston. I don't want nothing. Like, just have me come, hey Reese, man, come by and check it out. Or man, come do a promo video for, like, it could, or it just, hey, thank you, Reese. Like, your idea sparked this. And then I'm good with that. Like,
and so let me understand. There's some people, some content creators that won't link with you if they're not getting monetized.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, content creation is like, it's like Hollywood. It's like the rap game. Yeah. I could be a rapper, and then I meet you, and maybe you're underground, but your flow is like tough, and I'm like, yo, this dude hot. I want to create a good song. You got other people who just want to be the best rapper, like on the song. So they're not gonna go get a Kendrick because they know Kendrick about to make their bars look like some playground stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they would rather so they would rather let people beneath them stay kind of in their place. I don't care about that. I've had skits with like Corey with the K, and we did a skit where he wanted to play like on Friday, where he gets the gun out of the thing, and he's like, "What's that for?" So I made a parody of that, but I knew Craig's character didn't talk that much in it. Yeah, the other guy did, but he wanted to be Craig. I was like, "No, be the dad. He talks more, and it makes more sense for you to be the, like, for the sake of the skit, it was about New Orleans." Whatever, it makes more sense for me to be the guy playing this character and you play this character. Okay. I knew he was going to get more shine in it, and it was my video, but I just wanted to put out a good video. Okay. Some content creators don't care about that. They want to put out a good video, but they would prefer they be the lead of it. Yeah. I still got my own content. I still have my other things I do where I'm going to be the man because I'm the only one in it, and it's my content. So I could care less about or whatever. So it's like, if you go look at that video and look at the comments, it's so many people, Corey, man, you so crazy. Bro, how you think it is? I literally thought of it from the ground up. Okay. Camera, work, editing, the whole nine. Okay. And I could be in the comments, no, this was my idea. I came up with this, or whatever. Yeah. I don't care. Because Corey, because that's why Corey keeps working with me, because he know whenever we work together, we put out some fire. And I could care less if if anything, I just want them to know I edited. Yeah. Outside of that, I can care less. That credit. I take pride in my editing and creativity or whatever. Okay. But man, it's tough out here, bro. When you get to a certain level.
I would have never thought, man.
Because a lot of people, I see the setup. If you were somebody who just hit me and was like, man, I've been thinking about doing a podcast. Come do it. I already know it's not going to be together because you're just not thinking about it or whatever. And I wouldn't want to tell you no in a bad way. I would just be like, hey, man, once you got it figured out, or if like maybe if you were close or something, I might be like, man, I'll pull up. I'll help you out or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if I see you doing something, I'll help. There's a lot of people who they're not really doing anything. Yeah. There's been people, content creators I've worked with, and they do a couple skits here and there, and then you don't see them for 2-3 months. Okay. So what's the benefit of me,
for sure,
who has a family, 3 kids, a wife, who takes his content seriously, working with somebody who just do it because of whatever? Yeah, makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Had you ever had any issues or trouble with your family or with some of the content that you put out? Or?
Well, see, my wife's an introvert. Okay. So she don't like nobody at the house. But I've never, I had to tell her this. I said, look, I'm I said, if I ever am BSing, stop. You can get on me. You can be like, yo, you bringing too many people to the house, is da-da-da, whatever. But I'm very careful of who I bring to the house.
For sure.
Normally it's somebody who I've worked with before, and everybody knows it. Because sometimes I want to go to their house, but then I don't have control.
Yeah.
I don't have control of how we're shooting. I don't know the layout. So it's easier if they're in my area, so I know what to do. And then I can film as long as I need to, and then they can leave and do whatever. But I just had to get that through her brain that like, look, think about all the people I brought over here. Have we had any problems? Yeah. She was like, no. I was like, trust me, I'm not gonna bring someone to harm me or my family.
The kids, for sure.
I'm the type of person, man, if I see somebody walking, I can say something to them. She'll be like, shut up, you don't know them. I'm like, come on, man, I'm a good judge of character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I might see a Bass Pro hat and I'd be like, you don't be fishing. Yeah. And I could tell by their response, what their vibe is and if they really do fish. And because two fishermen talking, I love fishing. That's my stress reliever or whatever. That's why I told you I want to walk.
You do that as a hobby then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right
so
on.
I grew up fishing, and that's just my getaway from the skits and bills and family life and all that.
You prefer saltwater or freshwater?
I'm a freshwater.
I know that's a big thing.
Yeah, I'm a freshwater man. I'm too far from Galveston or even over here to try to, because I'm on the northwest side of Houston, so it's normally small little ponds and little lake out in Prairie View that I go to. So
it's just crazy. Like there was a few YouTubers that I followed that they'll just go to like some regular ponds, around their area. And like the way they do it is like they go on the Apple Maps and they'll just literally just kind of scope the area and they go and fish and they blew up just from that. Yeah. Like just from going and making fishing videos.
It's relatable because even like I would probably watch somebody like that because it shows me most time you think you need a boat and you got to go to these big places like Lake Houston. Mm-hmm. There's probably a lot of places you can't get to. There's homes, so you definitely can't be behind their place. And then the places where they are designated for fishing, everybody and their mama out there. Okay. So you can't really, like it's called pressure. Like when like a pressured lake, that's somewhere where it's like a lot of people are fishing all the time. So the fish kind of get used, so it's harder to catch them. Yeah. But if you can get into those little back areas that nobody can get to, then
is it true when it rains? It's like I'm not a devout fisherman, so like is it true when it rains? Like it's not good to go out because like the fish aren't going to be.
It's a mix. It's a mix. If you look at my phone, I'll literally type in bass fishing lure after rain. Okay. And it'll literally say it'll give you.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. So it's I think there's something with like pressure in the water, and then sometimes like you gotta imagine. So when it rains or it's about to rain, like I guess the pressure in the water, it does something to the fish. It makes them more active before rain, and then while it's raining, I've seen people catch fish, but it thunders. You're holding a metal rod sometimes. Yeah. You can get electrocuted. But then after the rain, the water pushes like insects and raises the water up, so the fish got new areas to go to. So they're pushing insects and stuff in the water. The bait fish goes and eats that, and then the big bass or the predatory fish, they follow the bait. Wow. Okay. So man, it's a science to it. I'll talk to my homeboys.
I didn't know. Like I have a few buddies that I've gone fishing with, but I didn't even think that was a whole thing that's involved in it. So that's
man, it's the time of day, the time of year when they're spawning, which is when they're like laying their eggs. They're closer to the bank during this certain time. And then like if it's super hot and there's no cloud cover, they're probably going to be out deeper.
The bottom.
But then when it's cloud cover, that's when it's best to do top water, but it's normally in the morning or dawn when it's low light or evening. They're like predators. Yeah. And they don't want the fish to see them. So the low light conditions is like the best time. Okay. To fit. Man, I could talk all day about it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, I see you're really passionate about it, so that's good. What's one of your favorite spots to go fishing? If you want to disclose it, because I know a lot of people don't.
They can't get to it. I mean, they can, but it's hard. It's hard enough for me to get to it. Like I like going out to Prairie View, and then really just some spots like local ponds. Man, these ponds around Houston, like these these subdivisions, they hold fish. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You would never think which is what I used to think. So that's why I'd always go way out to Prairie View because it was a big it was a man-made lake.
Like a water retention pond or something?
Yeah. Well, it's like huge.
Oh, okay.
They basically dug up all this land to build 290. And so
okay.
they filled it up for them and put fish in there.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right before you get to Prairie View. So, and there's a lot of little places out there. And, man, I've caught any and everything out there. That's my go-to spot. But I have to drive like 30 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then drive through all these potholes in my little girly car.
It's all good, man. Yeah, there's actually one right down the street from here, water retention pond, and I go there. So yeah, I like it, man. It's just peaceful. Like I know a lot of people, they do it to catch fish and eat it. Like, what do you do? Like, do you do it just for the sport, or?
Yeah, I'm like a sport fisherman. Like if I'm ever like, cause I just fish for bass.
Okay.
So normally I'm just trying to do this, take my picture.
Yeah.
Bam, throw them back or whatever. Right, but if I'm like trying to catch a bunch of crappie or something that people like eating, if like my mother-in-law wants some, I'll try to. But I never go with the mindset of keeping the fish. So normally I never do. I grew up when I was little. That's when I used to catfish and bluegills and brim, all that stuff. But when I got older, I started like, cause it's expensive, man. Okay. Well, it's not expensive to me because my rods are falling apart. But until then I'll go spend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, what, like, circling back to the content creation, like, what's one of the most controversial, I guess, scenario you've been in thus far? Like something where it may have gone south or something. If you don't want to disclose it, it's fine.
Nah, it's no problem, bro. It all depends. Like, I've had posts that I've posted where, I had a little series, like, in Houston, it gets hot. Texas, period, it gets hot.
Yeah.
So I had a little series where it was called like Houston Heat.
Okay.
And it would be like Houston Heat be like, and I would do some type of scenario where I had one where my friend and his son, two white people, they would be like, son, man, the Houston Heat is crazy. And they were walking out the house. But on the other side, it would be me and my son walking out with the same clothes. Uh-huh. So basically I was saying it was so hot that we got like, they turned black.
Yeah. Or
whatever. And there's some people who took offense to that.
Wow.
They thought like we were trying to say, it's like I want people to know me so they know the content. Yeah. But when something goes viral, there's going to be so many people who have never seen you before, and whatever they are thinking at the moment, they're going to put that on you.
Yeah.
So I had another one where I had my work clothes on, and I walked out under like a covered porch. So I walked out, and I was like, damn, it's hot. And then I walked past the pole, and on the other side of the pole, I had a white guy walk out. Mm-hmm. Oh no, he walked out, and then when he walked past the pole, it was me. And we just changed clothes or whatever, but it was my clothes or what I did, like some little movie magic. And then I was like, damn. I said, my credit score gonna be trash. And I walked off.
Yeah.
And so people were like trying to say that like they thought it was the white guy's video.
Okay.
So in their mind, they thought it was a white guy making fun of black people.
Yeah.
And then I'm just the coon guy going along with this guy's skit or whatever. And I was like, no, it's my video.
So they slammed the white guy then.
Slammed him and then slammed me for
even being a part of it. Wow.
Yeah, and my thing is like I make fun of all stereotypes. Now I don't do no chicken and watermelon, that type of stuff. But it is a stereotype that our credit is bad. And our parents put the cable bill in our name when we were 5 and whatever. So I was just making fun of that. Like just a skit, just like like my credit score was 8 something. So it's not like you know what I'm saying? Like but so they did that. I've had those videos. I've had the ones where when I went viral for like the Crip Fit workouts. Yeah. And I'm not a Crip. Yeah. But I wasn't throwing up signs. Like when you do the Crip walk, you're supposed to spell it. Mm-hmm. I was making sure I did it in a way to where they could laugh. Okay. But not all of them laughed. Some of them felt like, man, I had homeboys die and you over here playing. I'm like, well, I'm not making fun of them, but I can respect I'm not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I never tried to monetize. That's why I don't really even do it anymore. People ask me to do it, but I can't really monetize it because then they're going to be like, who said you can make money off of this or whatever? Yeah. I even made like a full workout, like a real workout video, like for 9 minutes. But I made it to where I could try to shop it to not shop it, but like say, hey, Snoop, you've shared some of my Crip Fit videos. OT Genesis, like, look at this. I think this would be something cool for y'all to get involved with. That way it has the credibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had that, and I've had where I've done like the rapper. I did a skit where I sang a song, and I guess he didn't like the other rapper, so he just cold turkey stopped messing with me because I sang 2 bars from one of the most famous songs in Houston.
Oh wow!
And if I tell you the song, you'll know exactly who got mad at me. So and I showed so much love. I've literally never talked about this. I've told my friends, they know, but I showed so much love. Like what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Imagine what I would do for someone who's my idol, who I grew up listening to, that I respect.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I went all out of my way, man, to like do stuff for free. Never had to ask me for nothing. Giveaways where I got my autistic son with me, laying on the floor, drinking his bottle while I'm leading people through the line. Like I'm working. I'm not on some, yo, check me out. I would never have my camera out. And they used to be mad at me because of that, because I guess it made me seem like I was too good or something. But I guess they were used to people always, look, I'm with such and such. Like, no, man, I got around you because I have value. I'm here to work. I'm here to help the people. You know what I'm saying? We can do all that stuff after the fact, but, you know, it'd be people that want to take pictures with them. I'll get out the way. Like, here, go get your picture. Man, get your cool self over here. I'm like, nah, bro, like I'm here to like offer something. I'm not here to take from you.
Okay.
I like to give, bro. And because I know I'm going to get mine in the end. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant for me, it's meant for me.
Yeah.
If it's not, it is what it is. That's why I hate people seeing homeless people. It takes everything in me not to like, I got to give them something, man.
Yeah.
Like I gotta. Yeah. It's just I don't know where
you reap what you sow. And the Bible says that too. So I could understand that, you know, because I mean I've been in low points in my life too, man, where I'm like I'm working 2 jobs. I did valet, you know, at one point too, just try to keep myself afloat, dude. So I can understand where that comes from. You ever thought about maybe doing like streaming or anything, or you think that's too time consuming?
It's time consuming, but man, you make time for what you want.
For sure.
Like I feel like stand up is something I should have been doing. I've done like one open mic, and to this day, like my homeboy filmed it. To this day, I haven't watched it. I didn't do bad. I did good. The people told me I did good, but it's just something about watching myself do stand up and talk. Now, if you put me on the stage and say, "Hey, act like you from the south side of H-Town," and he just stole your slab. Hey man, I have no problem doing it. But if it's, what's up, folks? How y'all feeling? Like that's a different,
a different vibe.
It's a different whatever. Now I have stories and stuff that I can tell, but I'm a perfectionist, so I take pride or I respect that craft. I don't think just because I do funny videos that I'm gonna go on stage, man, yo, look, like they just gonna be like, okay,
that makes sense.
What else? So you got to be prepared. You have to go and fail at that. Like you have to go and do all those rooms, and this crowd likes this, but this crowd don't. So are you versatile? Can you mix it up or whatever? So
yeah, because I was looking at Joe Rogan speaking about, you know, his stand-up comedy. He said it's like it was nerve-wracking, you know, and you have to go through a lot of bad ones in order for you to get good.
But think about how you have to go out every night.
Yeah, I
wouldn't even say every night, but you have to go out a lot of nights to these open mics and do it for free. Mind you, I told you, I got 3 kids and a wife.
Yeah. So
I bathe my kids every night. You know what I'm saying? Like to give my wife a break, you know, and I don't want to come home to my wife losing her mind because I'm out trying to.
Yeah, you're overcompensating on the content side.
I'm trying to equally do it. You know, it's gonna be some give and take. Like she understands that. Like that's why I said in the beginning, hey, if I'm ever BSing, tell me, because I don't want to waste you didn't sign up for this. Yeah. I started doing this. Me and my wife, we've been together since 2011. Okay. And then we got engaged 2013, and then we didn't get married until 17. Okay. So, mind you, I told you I started really doing this in 18, 19. Yeah. So my son was born in 2015, and my daughter and my other son, 19, 20, had a COVID baby. Oh yeah. So my dad lost my job. Yeah. And then she tells me she's pregnant. So, and then I'm like, bro, it's people don't even, that's why like my views mean so much more to me. Not, you know, everything's for views, but like for what they can bring. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's why when I'm working with people and I'm like, dude, like like you don't even look like you cared about the edit and whatever. So then when they try to collaborate with me, and I'm like, hey man, I'll edit for a little bit to see if I can help it.
Yeah.
But after, if it don't do nothing, I'm getting off of it because there's no effort or whatever in it. You know what I'm saying? So
the other person has to match whatever you're
like just to, so. I don't know everybody. I'm not saying I'm on a certain level, but just I can see when you care about your craft versus when you just doing stuff just to do it.
Yeah.
So when I gotta go home and my bills is due, and the money I'm bringing in ain't more than those bills, man, that stuff hurts, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what do you think has been a struggle, like coming up with it? Like I know you told me like, having some people not work with you or whatever, but what do you think would have been another struggle that you think was hindering you in the past? Like would COVID, like did COVID affect it, or if anything, did COVID,
well, see, during COVID, because I was doing accounting, and so when I lost my job, it was like the first time I ever been. Oh, was it the first time? No, I had been laid off before, but it hadn't. This was like one of the first times. Well, so first time I got laid off. We got bought by another company. We lasted a little bit of time, and then they like outsourced our jobs to like overseas. I had to train the person who was taking my job in order for me to get my severance package, right? So then got that, then I got another job, working, and then COVID hits.
Okay.
I think I got let go right before, like they were talking about COVID, but it hadn't happened because COVID like hit like in March.
Yeah.
Like when people really was like like the world shut down. So I was doing that job. I think I got let go. I literally got let go like on the same day that I got hired. Like, so I was there literally 2 years. Wow. And I got let go. And so I started looking into other jobs, contract stuff, because I was doing social media. So I was like, man, maybe this will give me time to actually do whatever, but I still got mortgage and all this stuff or whatever. So I started doing contract jobs. So I worked the entire COVID, like doing contract jobs. So this job for 3 months, this one for 6 months. And then, so it didn't hurt me because we were working from home.
Okay.
So I was able to shake the mouse.
Yeah.
Man, hello. Yep. Okay, I had a report done. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know even some reporters and stuff like that, like they got so comfortable to the point where they just wear like the top part, and like they were wearing shorts or whatever. Man,
I made skits about that, like, sitting at the table, and I stood up and I was like, hey, tell them to be quiet. I'm in my drawers. I did one because I do the barber skits.
Yeah.
So I had one where I was cutting.
I love those, by the way.
I was cutting somebody on my phone, like through FaceTime, and I had an iPad with like 4 people waiting. Okay. And my homeboy was like, how many you got? I was like, shoot, I just got 2 more. He's like, all right, I'll just wait. And so you see him sit down on the screen, and I'm sitting there like cutting the like. I was like, man, be still. Yeah. But I'm cutting the screen of my phone or whatever. But so COVID is when everybody kind of leveled up, man. That's like Drewski.
Yeah.
Like COVID, that little talent show, and like that sent him to the moon.
Wow.
Because everybody had time just to.
And everybody was at home,
to watch or whatever. My issues are more so. I wouldn't call it an issue, but because it's my fam. But it's, I got kids, I got responsibilities. Yeah. And I choose to not let them struggle so I can like get further. Now, I want to do it because, sometimes you got to sacrifice to get your family to that other place. Yeah. But I don't want to lose my family. I don't want my wife to really go through because, this is not what she signed up for. Yeah. This is not what I was doing when we first met, and even when we had children or whatever. Like, she knew I was kind of into it, but I'm the one that chose to resign from my job and do this. But I saved up enough to take care of us, and like I still have money saved from my initial my point. But I told myself once I get to a certain point, then I'm gonna have to like go get a part-time, and if I still can't get the social media to really give me the money I need to, like if I was by myself, I'd be straight. Yeah, I could afford to take care of myself or whatever. But hey, man, 3 kids. It's a different ballgame once you have a family. Yeah, man, insurance, like just food. My son's on the spectrum, and he like just until like the last year or two, he started eating solid foods. Okay. But he still does Pediasure, like so for a year. Like he's about to be 10 this year. Okay. He's literally been on Pediasure forever. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is like $40-something a box. Yeah. And he's going through 2-3 boxes a week. Yeah. So like
it adds up.
Man, that adds up. Like we needed, like when you have 2 kids, regular sedan will work. when you get that third child,
yeah, it just
then you got to go buy
another,
this expensive ass SUV. And
yeah.
that's what we had to go do. So now I had to add, like, I was trying to keep all bills low. Now I had to add this car note because my car was paid off. Her car was paid off. Like, we were straight. Now I had to add this extra fee on top of it. So that was like, that's my toughest part, is trying to juggle the father, creator, husband, because I want to do all those to the best of my ability. But that's why I had to quit my job, because my job, I was a senior accountant, and I couldn't do the level they needed me to do while also doing the level that this required. Because this was I didn't want to lose all the momentum I had here, but then I also didn't want to like get fired or mess up my name over here. So I told her exactly what I was trying to do, and she just, I made sure I took care of them. I stayed a little bit longer, and then I went full speed, man.
Yeah, and some people in some businesses, they understand transparency. Like I'm like that at work. Like I tell them straight up, like what it is. Like it's worse if you lie. Yeah. And I've found that out throughout the years. Like just be honest. Just be honest. Tell them what it is and whatever you have going on the side, and it'll work out. It's always good to tell the truth. So, what's one thing that you would want to leave, with the viewers, or something that you find dear, something, obviously you said like the whole dad thing, being a dad and a husband. Like I commend you on that, man. Like not a lot of people are on that same mentality, dude. So what's one thing that you would want to kind of leave for all the viewers?
I would say like a little mosh posh, but I don't know if that's the right word to say. Sometimes I be forgetting the right stuff to say. But I would say, man, just overall in life, and then I'll give you some for content too. Just over in life, man, take care of your responsibilities, man. Like if you say I called him my uncle, but he was just a really older cousin, but it seemed right to call him uncle. Man, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. Yeah. And handle your responsibilities. So when I made that post about, hey, I'm gonna rock with y'all, I said I was gonna stand on it.
Follow through, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was responding to so many people, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stand on my word and do what I said. Yeah. And I treat life like that. So when I go to a job and I do the interview, I tell them exactly who I am, my level of competence with the position, and I'm willing to learn. Yeah. And I'm easy to work with. So if you want somebody to just come in and just start doing it off the rip, hey, this is where I'm at. So if you hire me, this is what I'm bringing. So so there's not man, you told us you were an expert in Excel. Yeah. No, I didn't. I told you I'm medium, or I almost downplay myself. That's what I'm gonna leave with you. Don't downplay yourself, man. I downplay myself a lot to make other people comfortable. And even myself, like I don't know why I do that. Even in the video I made where I said like, hey, I'm not saying I'm special, but if you want to work with me, like why would I, I didn't say that y'all thought I was special. It's almost like I'm trying to, stop anyone before they even, it's like I don't want to come off like I think I'm the whatever. Like I'm proud of myself. I love what I do. I think I'm that, but I just don't like to portray that because some people can't handle that level of confidence. Some people might think
it comes off as arrogance or
whatever. Yes, so. And I never want to be arrogant, and that's something that I have to like let go, is like stop worrying about what people think of me. Yeah. That's why even with my content, I'm still like, what if I say this, they gonna think I cuss all the time, or they gonna think I'm a bad person because you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now don't worry about what people gonna think about you, as long as you're true to yourself. And even with content, when you're doing content, don't try to be like everybody else. Learn from them, but put your own flavor on it, put your own sauce on it, be you, because no one can replicate you. Like it's stuff that I think of, ain't nobody else thinking of. But if I try to do what the trends are and just do exactly what they do, then why would somebody, if you were a podcast that you were exactly like the Joe Rogan podcast, like you tried to, every episode you tried to copy each exact one. Yeah. Why would I follow you when I could just follow?
Yeah, the original.
But if you add something different, you got your own flavor to it, then that's what makes me want to check you out versus, because I know over here I'm going to get this flavor, but over here I'm going to get this flavor. And I like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you make the people fall in love with you, then you straight, man.
Like in a world where everybody wants to be like the next person, like authenticity it's hard to come by, man. So yeah.
Because it's something, I mean, like you got, if I do a skit about a certain thing and I just do like the style of it, like how everybody else, like TikTok made that real bad. They made it to where any and everybody, they'll see something and they'll just recreate it.
Okay.
So there's no.
Yeah, I've seen that. I have
So
seen
there's
that.
like it's no flavor.
I don't have TikTok, but I've seen like how they repost on Instagram. Like
And
some of the
that's how TikTok keeps people on there because they let the average person go viral.
Okay.
So you'll see these viral videos. If you click on the person, that's literally the only video they have that's viral.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then you have the big creators who sometimes they take the little creator stuff and recreate it, but they have the bigger following. Okay. So now it gets lost in translation of who this came from. So if I ever do a skit or I put my own flavor on a trend or something, I'll try to find who actually like was the first one to do it and show them love or tag them or whatever, inspired by. I have no problem doing that. But if it's one of those, y'all seen the trends where you don't know where it started.
Yeah.
But if they ever reach out, man, no problem. Like the guy that jumped off the thing in the gallery.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Like I thought he was from Houston. He's not even from Houston. He's from like Cincinnati or something. Wow. So I tried to reach out to him because I wanted to actually like. Once I found out who he was, I tagged him in the video because he was juiced up about jumping off the thing.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I wanted to do a video with him where I was going to sit in the bed with him and have my legs and be like, he trying to copy me. Yeah. Look, his legs don't even do this because he was cool about it or whatever. So, man, just be yourself. Can't nobody do you better than you do you.
For sure.
And if you're going to copy me, you better hope I can't do you better than you can do me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Because if you copy me, all right, cool. You stole my stuff. But you better make sure that I can't copy you and do you better than you can do me.
Yeah.
And so now all your stuff is gone.
Exactly.
So
exactly. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, man.
Man, no problem, bro.
All right.
And I got do-rag on, so I ain't got no haircut, man. I'm sorry. Boys, man, I ain't got that $50 for the barber this week.
All right. Thank y'all, guys.